All right, guys.
Welcome back to another interview. Welcome back to Black Atlas Radio.
Woo! We're back.
We are back again. And we got our good friend here. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Go by SLOAN Sabbath, a.k.a. Sleazy F Baby.
You guys know what it is.
And the F is for fucking.
The F is for everything.
What is Lil Wayne saying? The F
is for...
The F is for finisher. The F is for finesse. The F is for phenomenal, which ain't even spelled with an F. That's the best part. Southside with an F because I'm fresh.
There we go. So
fuck that nigga's dumb sometimes.
Shout out to Ashante. Speaking of
fuck Lil Wayne.
Southside, I don't know why this. I don't know. Where are you from? Fairfield, or
yes,
are you?
For the most part. So I was born in Sacramento. I spent a year or two in Sacramento.
Okay.
You know, which don't really count. You know what I mean?
Right,
the first 2 years.
I got you.
So then I moved to Fairfield, and I've lived here ever since. We had like a condo in Arizona, and we would go back and forth for a while. But for the most part, I've been in Fairfield.
Arizona. Couldn't do it. Too hot.
Fucking hot. Do you see niggas? They like squirting some water and just like with like sizzling immediately.
So the condo area had a pool, you know, for everybody. There was one day they told me I couldn't go swimming because the pool was too hot. I thought it was a joke. The pool was boiling. Arizona's not a joke.
Well, yeah. What's boiling temperature? Like 100. It's hot. It's not. Boiling temperature is like 100 something.
Yeah,
it's like
100. That's fucking crazy.
For some water. Yeah, it was fucked up.
If you get in the pool, you're gonna get fucked up. Like, what?
But the thing is, I'd take that any day over equal cold.
Fuck no.
I will never take freezing over.
Hand me the cold.
Over the desert.
I got blankets. I got
right.
sweaters.
I feel it.
I can bundle
up. I live in Alaska.
But what if you bundle up to the max and you're still cold?
What if you go outside and you're still hot?
I'll take it. And you're still hot.
What if you got AC in your house?
Anyways, enough with the weather talk.
What
about location? Where would you like to go then?
Hold on. Let's hold off on that. Let's start off with the basics here. So, do you have a SoundCloud?
Yes. My SoundCloud, my Twitter, Instagram, is all SLOAN Sabbath. Everything's the same.
Of course, I will have all that shit there, like I usually do.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been making music?
So
what kind of music do you make?
I make hip-hop. Hip-hop as a culture, you feel me? I make rap, I make R&B, I make rock.
Okay.
It's all,
right,
geared towards hip-hop.
What's your favorite to make?
Rap. I love rapping. I fucking love rapping. It is so fun to me. It is so much fun to me.
And how long have you been doing that?
Graduated 2014. So 2015, I started rapping.
Okay.
I didn't smoke weed until after high school. I didn't rap until after. You feel me? Like,
whoa. I wonder if that was on camera.
But
I said you're like not even in the frame in that one.
I know. I need a little bit. I'm good.
It's not loud.
Right. So what made you start doing music around 2015?
At first, it started as like, we're just in the car freestyling, because like I said, I had just started smoking too, so like, we're just smoking a little bit.
That's crazy. That's when I first started smoking too,
nice,
2015.
Nice.
That was the first year.
As you're young.
Right.
Young.
I was smoking back in 6th grade.
Really?
Yeah.
This boy, I think like 45 years old, that's why.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. I'm 2 weeks older than you.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay,
He's
for sure.
lying, bro.
What?
Nah, it's 21.
I was like, what? I'm fucking lying on that.
For sure.
But
yeah, so I just started smoking, so I didn't want to freestyle. That shit, it seemed dumb. I've always liked music, you know what I mean? But like me freestyling seemed stupid. Because, okay, rat, cat, hat. I'm done. Can I stop? Like, pass me the blunt. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to do this for y'all. So, like, I really wouldn't do it. And eventually, it was just like, come on, smoke. And you can't peer pressure me. It's never happened in the history of my life. In 22 years, I've never been peer pressured to do it.
Hey, I feel it, bro.
Like, it's not.
That's why it took me so long to smoke too, because I've never been peer pressured to do any of that.
Like,
it's never been effective.
I had no intention, so I was like, nah, I'm cool. And then one day, it was just like, you feel like it? I was like, whatever. And I was just kind of doing it, it kind of worked. It was like, all right, that was cool. And then I went to a Mick Jenkins concert.
Ooh,
But first,
same here.
let me rewind. That was my second concert.
Is it Joey Badass Jenkins concert?
Yes.
We went there too.
We did go there.
Gang.
Santa Cruz.
Gang. Okay, I seen him in
The
Oakland.
city? Oh.
Or San Francisco, whichever one. I always get it mixed up. But the first concert I went to was Schoolboy Q. Amongst a bunch of other people. That shit was fucking amazing. That was the first time I got high. This was in high school, but I didn't smoke. I was so afraid of weed. People were passing it. I was ducking. Like, I was like trying to like do the Matrix.
Fuck.
You feel me?
Niggas blow smoky.
Yeah, I was doing the Matrix, holding my breath. So I thought, there's no way I'm high, right? But a 2-hour Schoolboy Q concert is a 2-hour hot box.
Yeah.
So I was higher as I was.
Right.
I was just high as fuck, right?
That's true.
So that was the first time I got high. So
I'm damn near cool. I smoked on the way here. I think that was a mistake.
So that was the first concert. I go to the second concert. I'm by this is like almost a year apart. So by this time I'm smoking whatever. I see Mick Jenkins. I see him in person. Like before the concert starts, he like walks past me. This nigga is 6'5". He
Right.
says he always
fucking
says
huge.
6'5". Quit reaching.
He's like
he's
6'10",
not joking.
bro.
Seeing things like that and seeing the energy and the response that people get, it's
Right.
there's nothing. It's nothing more than
That's
power.
a really great story because a lot of people are just like, I started rapping because I want to make some money. I didn't. I see niggas were making
Right,
money.
right.
I want to make money too.
Hey,
No,
man.
right. I
But
wanted
it's
to
a
make
better
money.
story.
Yeah, no, I got you.
It's a better
I wanted to
experience
make
to
money,
get
but
insight.
I wanted to make that dog scared the fuck out of me. That's a big ass dog. I wanted to make money
big ass
way
dog.
before I started rapping. I said I didn't start rapping until after high school. You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
I'm not saying like that's why you did it. But I'm saying like a lot of people just
Yeah, right. Like, that's the
didn't-
end. That's the
doesn't
end goal.
care about it. That's,
Yeah,
that's
right.
Yeah, that's
that
the
makes
end
you-
goal.
it's
Like it's a bag.
But
so
you could
I'm
always
chasing it.
tell by the quality in their music, though.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Right.
I
You
feel
gotta
like.
care.
Yeah.
Right, you ain't talking about nothing because you don't care about nothing.
Right. So that brings me to my next question. What are a couple of your favorite albums so far this year that have come out,
Okay, this year. So
or just some projects that have dropped?
first of all, Royce da 5'9" is incredible.
Oh yeah,
He's
wow.
had an incredible
Oh, that's
year.
good.
He
Yeah, that-
started off with Prime 2, and then Book of Ryan.
Bro,
like
I'm
to do
still on that
both.
Boblo boat, man.
Bro, that shit
daily.
slaps. That shit slaps. Like it was just so impressive. I'm really proud of him.
Yeah.
I really like what he's done.
He definitely come back.
He had two
Yeah,
good
bro,
ass
it's
projects.
wild.
I've been listening to a lot of fucking music, like a lot.
A lot's coming out. Like I'm
Right.
just like, fuck.
Yeah, 2018 is pretty crazy.
It's
for
good
music.
though. It's,
It
oh,
is.
I
It's pretty good.
I literally forgot all of the Kanye shit. Hold on, let me just
He
because you know what I mean. Like let me
Yeah,
recycle like a lot of
produced
shit.
album.
A lot of shit
Is
happened.
it crazy how good of a producer he is though? Like, dude, we knew this.
It's
but
not. It's not even crazy. At
It
this
is
point.
crazy. It's like, fuck. How are you good at rapping and you're good at doing this at a level that is just?
He works hard. That's it. He said he said it.
Yeah, I know. I bet he went to Wyoming. That's-
But out of all those albums, Pusha T was the most cohesive, and Pusha T used the time frame the best. Everyone else failed to make a cohesive story in that 7 song, even 8 with Tiana. There was no story. Even Kids See Ghosts. Okay, cool. Kids See Ghosts. What did the ghost say? You know what I mean? There was no ghost in it. It was just
It didn't get
they
finished.
just they
is what
they,
you're
they,
saying.
yeah
So
they
you
just
were
said the
looking
kids
for a
see-
ghost.
Yeah, I wanted the narrative. I see ghosts
You're
too.
looking for
I actually
more of a
think
story.
that was like the best album that they
I think it's the
dropped.
best one personally.
It sounded
too.
good sonically, but they didn't finish their concept.
You're right. It wasn't a
I feel like the
It
lack
had a
of
message.
concept is the concept, though.
no. That's not.
That's a cop out.
That's not a cop out
I
because
also agree
only
that's a
because
cop-out.
it's not a cop out, bro. Only because like the title song, bro, it kind of like ties it all together.
The
It's
title
like a
song had
perfect
no
example.
meaning. The
What?
whole thing I'm saying.
What?
The whole thing I'm saying.
How?
If you're saying kids see ghosts,
That's I mean, you could interpret that as however though. I feel like you don't have to actually see a ghost.
but I'm
and
saying
then talk about a ghost.
they didn't give me an alternative either. There's
Yeah.
no. Okay.
The
What's the album
spirit-
about? What's the album about?
The album, I don't know as a whole project, but that song, I kind of have an idea of what that song might be about.
I never have and never will I make an album where I feel like at the end of it you shouldn't know what the album was about.
Well, that's art. You interpret it as however you interpret it, though.
That
People
is
interpret it different ways.
Right.
You should always. Everyone will interpret it.
Right, but
I feel like that one was.
But as an artist,
Like-
and as an artist, you want a clear interpretation.
It doesn't. What if he's not?
I
What
like
if
to
they're
keep
not
people
feeling
guessing.
That's cool.
You can
but
be
like, what if
abstract.
that guy's not? What if the artist is held when he puts it out? He's like, I don't know. I feel a lot of different things.
I'm sure they know what it's about.
I'm pretty sure it's about like
Kid Cudi and Kanye overcoming their
depressions,
whole like depression shit.
depressions, anxieties, and shit.
The last song,
how people
stay strong. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, that's just amazing.
So what'd you think of Ye then?
I think
thought
it was
pretty cool.
It came out better than I thought it was gonna come out, but it was probably like not one of the better albums of that whole bunch that came out.
I thought it was pretty cool. I love Kanye no matter.
Where do you place it amongst his other albums?
That
It's
just
like
dropped
better
these
than
No.
amongst his other albums.
Oh yeah, as a Kanye West
Ooh,
album.
God damn, bro, that's a probably like fifth. It's a probably like fifth.
So just asking, what's it over?
Probably over Life of Pablo for me.
Yeah,
Life of Pablo and possibly Yeezus. I do love Yeezus.
My heart.
But it's like those other albums are so fucking good. Like I love all of these albums except for Life of Pablo. But I love all these albums. But like it's probably down there.
I think what keeps me from liking it so much is the fact that like he did that shit in 7 days. You know for a fact he like didn't perfect like the shit he was trying to do. Like that shit. And then you like take that into consideration when you listen to it and you're like, yeah, this is kind of like bare bones ass music that like he probably just rushed out to do.
You're right. I don't think he rushed out to. I'm pretty sure he went hard, but like he did drop that shit in 7 days. Like when he said it. But at the same time,
He like scrapped his whole thing and started over.
At the same time, it's still Kanye, and somehow he makes it good. Good enough for me to listen to more than fucking once. Like,
Right.
I've actually stopped listening to it.
I don't. It just comes on shuffle now, but when it came out, it was horrible.
I like the beats for Pusha T's, so I took them and I rapped on all of them. But I don't really listen. Most of the albums haven't really stayed. Like with Tiana's, I like the Rose in Harlem. The rest of it is cool, but it's just not. It's just not the mood.
Twice.
There's a couple good songs on there. So, I know you do like you post playlists, right? With
Yes.
How did that come about? When did you
Strictly
start
for
doing
my homies. So it started because I was in a little internet art collective that didn't amount to nothing. You feel me? Because people don't work. It's all about work. You want to talk about collectives. You want to talk about getting together, doing work, and then all you do is send memes and jokes for a year.
Right.
Cool. Moving on. You know what I mean? So they wanted to. At the time, we were doing a playlist within that little collective, but it was just, what are your favorite songs this month? Whatever song you like. And if some of the artists sometimes would put their own songs in there. Amongst the the other songs, or just their one song they just put out or whatever. So that's a cool playlist, but it's a long ass playlist, and it doesn't help you any to be in that playlist.
What do you want to get out of it? What do you want to get out of the playlist? Like, what do you mean it doesn't help you?
Like your song doesn't get plays if you put it in this playlist of 200 songs.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, let me make my own playlist and do it strictly for my homies and just put people I know or people I personally like their music, and I'll put all of them in a playlist. So then I can. At first I started off, it was like maybe like 60 or 70, so it was still kind of long. So like where I'm at now, it's like the first ones were like 200. You know what I mean? So I was just like starting to slow it down and make it more and make them into albums. So if you look at the Strictly for My Homies 2, 3, and 4, I specifically make sure every song flows into the next song from all these different artists, and like that's hella fun to me. Like when I hear an album and I'm disappointed in the sequencing, I just resequence the album. I might take a couple songs off of that person's album and just so that way because I can tell what you're trying to do, but you told the story out of order for whatever reason. It's not Star Wars, so
well. What if it's their story though? How are they telling their story out of order if it's like something they made?
It's just sequencing. It doesn't flow to me.
What if that's how it was intended to be?
That's what I'm saying. I do it for myself. I'm not gonna show up at their studio and like, hey nigga, you fucked up. Run this shit back. call your distro, get all the CDs sent back. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that. But if I like the music, but I don't like the sequencing, like, okay, Redemption by J-Rock,
right?
Worst sequencing of the year. It was a good album.
Fair.
It was a good album.
There's a few ones where it's just like that doesn't make
the transitions
sense.
don't make sense.
But I love that album, and I would just no. There's a few. There's a few songs.
Man.
There's a few songs you move it around. Go ahead, though.
Right.
Sorry.
So I'm just saying, and like I said, it's not. It doesn't have to be whatever you listen to. But if I want to listen to it all the way through, because I look at albums like paintings, and I look at them as like the highest form of art. This is sonic visual. I see sounds, whatever the word, you know what I mean. I see sounds. I see colors, all this shit. So I'm very visual. I like to write. I like to draw all this shit. So if you're really telling a story, and the best rap is storytelling, right? All of your favorite songs, favorite stories, whether it's not even rap, music is a story. It's something you relate to, whatever. It's about a girl, this kind of shit. You know what I mean? Your feeling, all that shit is your favorite because it's a story. It's a painting.
2.5.
You know what I mean? If you hear a single, you might not like the single, but then you hear it in the album because you heard it in context to the rest of the painting. Like, oh, I get it. Like, if you just got a picture of, like, the Mona Lisa's eye because you heard a snippet of a single, all right, you might not interest you to see that painting of the eye, and then you see the whole painting.
The Mona Lisa's eye.
You know what I mean? Like, it's still the Mona Lisa's eye, but I know for a fact most people couldn't pick out Mona Lisa's eye from a lineup.
That's true.
You know what I mean? If you
That
just put a bunch of eyes from different Renaissance paintings, oh, I know Mona when I see her.
That's my bitch Mona right
You know what I mean? Like, no, you don't. That's a Virgin Mary. But anyway.
So, what else have you been working on? So you like to go outside of just rap and music. What else do you do?
So I'm gonna go from current to backwards because there's a lot of different shit. I just got back from Texas. I've from my family reunion. We have one every year, and we have it in different states, and because there's a lot of us,
amazing,
all over the
Big
place.
family.
Right, big ass family on my mom's side. So we went to Texas, and then they took me to a strip club for the first time.
Texas strip club.
Shout out Ecstasy in Dallas. It's amazing. You know what's crazy? I didn't hear one yeehaw.
I would have been disappointed.
I was too, but
like a few niggers.
But there was I didn't hear that either, so that was cool.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I was in the cool part of Texas. I was around family the whole time. You feel me? But
nice.
We went to the strip club and lightweight fucked around and fell in love with her. Not a problem. They got me out before we got married.
That's cute.
Like, it's magical. It's
I
a magical
bet.
connection.
Magical. That's a good way to interpret it.
There's nothing to it more than like pheromones and social interaction and like mind manipulation.
She's
it's
also
all
naked.
It's Jedi mind.
My whole thing is, what if she's
and
like...
they use it.
Of course.
Geniusly.
What?
It's marketing. It's advertising. It's sales.
Well, I don't know, because sometimes, like, I'd be like, maybe this girl's kind of dirty. She looked dirty. Like,
Of course they're dirty.
Then pick
But
a
they
clean
take
one.
showers.
That's not
pick a
everybody.
clean one. How do you
I
know
disagree.
the dirty ones from the clean
I
ones?
disagree.
There's millions.
Millions of.
Strip
Oh.
clubs. You can't. They can't all be dirty. They can't all have whatever. perception
Eventually,
you have.
they get. Eventually,
So then that's on you.
you become.
Why'd you let that happen?
I don't know.
Have better choices.
I would never fuck a dirty girl. That's not.
But the
that's
point
not.
is,
This guy.
because of this interaction, right?
Right.
I realized that it's business.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing more than business, and they're in complete control. No matter what any guy thinks that's happening,
Of course.
they're in complete control.
She's naked.
It's all about business. So, I want to open a franchise of strip clubs, but like internationally.
Hold on.
Internationally, wait.
You might be onto something here.
Why isn't there a
Listen,
franchise?
listen,
Is there
listen,
franchises of strip clubs?
Not really. I got you. Look,
How is that not a thing?
There's never in the history of the industry been any company or strip club that's owned a lion's share, meaning no one's ever had like a percentage,
Right.
like a large
what
chunk
you mean.
of the whole thing. So that's an easy market. It's a
Right.
lot of work, like everything
Of
is,
course.
but all I do is work. I'm perfectly fine with that. You feel
Let's
me?
do it.
So between
I'll be invested.
between that, I want to have that, and I want to open restaurants.
That's a bad one.
What's your favorite kind of food?
Right now, it's a tie between Mexican and Japanese.
Mexican.
I love Mexican food. I don't know
Mexican
why
food is my number
Japanese.
one. Of course.
Mexican is probably like number one for me. Also,
Mexican food go crazy on everything.
Japanese, after sushi, I will not.
I don't like
That's the thing.
Japanese
I don't eat
try.
sushi.
Oh well,
I'm not a fish person, but I really like Japanese food.
I don't like sushi either. Let that be known.
for the record.
For the record,
Whenever you want to take us out to dinner.
Yeah, I don't fuck with sushi.
But cool. But what else? So, line of strip clubs.
restaurants.
I want to do that.
Strip clubs
And-
and restaurants.
Yes.
Why
not both?
Would there be any strip club restaurants?
So that's the whole thing.
They're
So
catered by.
So it has to be separate entities. You know, like separate business licenses and
you
everything.
don't want that around your food.
But no, that's the thing.
It comes out.
It's separate, but I'm gonna incorporate the restaurants into it. But you can also have the restaurants separate. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm not gonna give away all the business plans.
Like the
you feel me?
McDonald's,
Right.
like the McDonald's inside the Walmart.
Sure, but a much more upper class. So for first things
Definitely
first,
upper class. McDonald's is trash.
everything.
Don't eat McDonald's.
Everything
kids.
I want to do has to be 5 stars, because the whole point is everything is man-made. Everything is subject to change. There is no
Okay.
reason to start at the bottom. I can aim
Don't-
wherever I want to aim. You know what I mean?
5 stars is a misconception for certain things.
Right.
Because 5 stars means that one person who reviewed your shit thinks it's either great
Right.
or trash. But your hotel could be either way. And I know there's people for hotels, a restaurant or a strip club. If you do that, there's some people that come in and have to be like, okay, compared to this, all these other strip clubs that are fucking reviewed, this one's 4 or whatever the fuck.
Right, but who the fuck is that person?
Right, and so you have to have like a general overall consensus of like people are gonna have to Yelp your shit basically. That's the only way like you can truly get like, because you need sample size.
Well, one, it'll be really easy to get that because of how hard I'm going to work for it. Also,
that's good.
I just meant top quality, top shelf.
Oh,
whatever,
okay. I thought you were like, I want the fucking.
But I do.
I want the badge.
I do.
Right.
Why not? Why would I aim for lesser?
Right.
You shouldn't.
There you go.
Ever in anything in life.
Exactly.
Ever.
I mean, it'll be 5 stars. So one of the top, I've done a lot of research recently. One of the top clubs makes $30 million a year.
Well,
So
that needs to be me.
I'm aiming for $300 million a year, just because.
That's good, and it should be just because, as well as because you're gonna open a franchise.
Right.
We're gonna do some investments.
Much bigger.
Yeah, man.
Investment
As soon
link
as
in the description.
As soon as I get in touch with some money, now I'm gonna invest in
GoFundMe.
Right.
GoFundMe.
We should start a GoFundMe. I don't think anyone.
And
wants to
no
support
one's gonna give us a single dollar. If someone gives us $1, we're gonna be like,
Not a
do something
GoFundMe,
for
not
it.
a GoFundMe, a Patreon. We should start a Patreon.
Or
That's how
Kickstarter.
people really
That's
get
how
it.
they.
That's where
YouTubers
that's
are
where the
getting
real
their-
money's at.
That's where they're getting
Yeah.
their money.
People really fuck with this.
YouTube ain't paying niggas anymore.
Comment,
unless you're one of
like,
the
and
top people.
subscribe, and let us know if we should do a Patreon. I'll get
British
that
strip
shit-
club franchise.
Get it started for Black Atlas.
For Black Atlas,
Yeah.
and then we invest into that. 'Cause that's a smart ass idea.
Investments.
Investments, keep your money in.
So, do you have anything coming soon that you haven't put out just yet that you're working on?
I have 8 albums and 2 mixtapes in my pocket.
He said 8 of them.
That was crazy.
Right. Now, when you say albums, do you mean like full-length projects?
Full-length projects.
Okay.
How long does
Full
it take
quality.
you to decide what you're gonna put out?
What I'm gonna put out.
I mean, like at the end of the time.
It's a constant. So think of it this way. Everything that you guys have heard, it comes out. I'm trying to phrase it right. Like, by the time I release a song, I'm probably 3 or 4 projects ahead of what I'm releasing. Like, I'll do it, I'll finish it, I'll sit on it, I'll start making new shit, or if I get like stuck on working on this one, I'll go to a different one and just start working on that.
Right.
I don't get blocks. I haven't had writer's block, draw block, creator's block since like the 3rd grade, because
That's great.
I use all of my facets. I make, so if I'm writing, like I'm writing a book, I'm writing. Before I get tired, I make a song.
Right.
Before I get tired, I draw a picture, and I know when to rest the creative entirely and go watch some TV. You know what I mean, or exercise, whatever. But I make sure I'm never stuck on anything. I never have to actually stop creating.
It's good to have that trait.
It's 100%. It's nothing but work ethic. I hate people talking about talent. That's my. two. My two least favorite words are deserve and talent. No one deserves anything. No one's talented. You earn things. You work for things. You get things. There's karma. But
I don't believe in karma.
But it's not deserve. You feel me? It's not, because deserve is just gimme. I deserve that. I should have got it. Yeah. It's just bullshit.
I 100%. That's a great ass.
You feel me?
Great ass valid point of things. If you work hard, you can get anything you ever wanted.
And people can be skilled. You know what I mean? Like I get the concept of talent, but I don't like how people use talent to lessen what you're doing.
Right.
If you anything, they can't see the stuff that's on the walls. We'll have to use that example, but like anything someone created, you know what I mean. You see hella detail in it. You put a lot of work into it. You tell them they're talented.
I got you.
You're not recognizing how much time or effort. You're solely recognizing the fact that it's pretty.
Right.
What about people who are born and then just are like great at one
So
thing?
that's what I'm. So you can be skilled. You can be a little more skilled, right?
Right.
But if you don't use it, you didn't do anything. The talent, and not even hone it. If you literally don't leave the house, nothing happens. You know what I mean? You can be the most talented fucking painter in the world and never paint.
Right.
That mattered nothing. No one ever knew. You didn't know. The talent had zero to do with anything.
Right.
You could be the most talented painter, paint one time. It was kind of cool. You were bored. Because you don't work. You're not passionate about it. It didn't matter to you. Okay. All of those things are what equates to the success and the things that you actually like and you appreciate and you purchase. You feel me? But things being talented is just, it's a cop-out. It's just, it's always hurt my feelings when people call me talented. Like, you know what I mean? Fair. Like, you're not...
Because in your mind, you're like,
right,
I work for this
So like, I drew... Like I said, I didn't start making music until after high school, right? My whole thing was, like, fine art. Just drawing, painting, fine art. I'm going to art school. I went to 3 different art colleges before I graduated. You know what I mean? Just doing all this different stuff, like art school, whatever. And I could spend 40 hours, literally, 40 hours drawing something. I can show it to you.
Okay.
Cool. The end. I can show it to you because maybe you're a painter. Right. Oh wow! Oh, ooh, look at the cross hatching. Oh, you know what I mean? Like you saw what I did. Cool. You know that's what's up. I like that. Thank you. Regardless, you appreciate it. Whatever. I can move on. You know what I mean? But it's the part when I'm sitting here and I just draw this little shit real quick. Let me see that. Whoa, that's so cool. You're so talented. What the fuck? What I spend 40 hours on the other one for? Right. You know what I mean? And it's not that I need anything. It's just a slight irritation. You know what I mean? Like, okay. Or people always want to come up to me and talk to me about, oh, you can draw. Blah, blah, blah. I can only draw stick figures. I've heard that more times in my life than any other statement. That people can only draw stick figures, man. But why? What else have you tried to draw?
No, I've actually taken like hella art classes in college.
I thought, okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, I'm not
sketching.
But so, have you drawn something other than a stick figure?
Yeah, no, we've had to like draw like fucking objects.
Right. So you can draw other things. It's just it's difficult.
Yeah, I'd rather draw a stick figure.
Right, and that's perfectly fine. But I've never liked the. It just in the statement I hear a lack of attempt.
That's really,
you know what I mean? Because most people don't say that. They don't say the whole thing. They just say I can only draw stick figures. Period. So that's it. All you can do is circles and lines. You can't do curves.
You can't do something else.
All right, that's cool. That's perfectly fine.
Curves
you feel
are
me?
in the head of the.
I
get what you mean.
I appreciate artistic excellence. I appreciate creativity because everything is man-made. Everything is subject to change.
True.
Everything around here, everything you can see, except for that tree, was made. Everything. You know what I mean? Like,
so
people put this shit here.
When would you say that people can expect your next piece of art, like a project maybe, to come out? Like, do you have like a window maybe?
It's hard to say. I have one album right now that's like at the forefront. Like this is like the next thing. But I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. I want to do it physically. Like I want to like really make CDs.
That's
because
that.
The internet is a thing, but it's a fictitious enigma. Like most of it is, you know, it's pretty, but it's not actually what you're seeing. It's people displaying personas and faking it, and the numbers don't lie. The numbers are the only thing that are really lying. You know what I mean? Like you can easily fake numbers. You can easily manipulate any and every part of the digital aspect of the show.
2016 election.
Right. All of it, you know what I mean? But like everything is like that though.
Russia.
There's nothing that you can't account to
Right.
that.
So before we get too off topic here, one last time, where could the people find you at?
It's SLOAN Sabbath
On everything.
YouTube, Twitter, Instagram,
Keep it consistent.
Tumblr,
people.
all that shit.
That's always good. Some, you know,
SoundCloud.
Well, like,
Consistency is key. That is true.
Dat Piff.
hey,
Everything.
that's the second Dat Piff we got.
Yeah, of course. Well, this Dat Piff's making a comeback.
I make sure I put
What?
my shit on everything just for like, you know, the
You're gonna find some random
the sake of
executive
discography.
just like, hello?
Make sure you guys check us out too, of course, at our website, blackatlasmedia.com.
Do that.
Hopefully that shit will
Check
be
out
up and
everything.
running by the time this video goes up. And thank you guys for tuning in like always. And yeah, if you'd like to see more shit, support us. That way we know we're doing the right
Support
thing.
this guy.
Support everybody. Support your
Yes,
local
yeah.
bar.
Subscribe.
Support him. Subscribe.
Support me.
Isaiah.
Gang gang.
Go fund me for
Support
Black Atlas.
Isaiah. Let us know if we should do a Patreon. And yeah.
Yes, please.
Right.
You
We'll
got
see you
that.
guys in the next one. Peace.
That's